Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, home to a team that brings this lunch pail each and every game, the Virginia Tech Hokies. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hokies will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Clemson's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Gets it out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Fights off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
That's so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable. Get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll run play action. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. The Hokies will line up to punt it away.
Number 19 in punt formation to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a huge completion. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Oh, it's a reverse. And the defense was ready when the receiver tried the tricky run.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run! To try to make the defense over-pursue, but no Oscars being handed out on them.
Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The option look. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Stevens.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's first and 10. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2.
They'll line up for a second down play. He'll do it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Skips away from pressure. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth.
And the punter pulling out his pitching wedge on that. Look at the spin on this ball. It just died as soon as it hit the ground. Beautiful job.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. He'll toss it. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that one.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys...
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Now on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. Unleashes one. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Virginia Tech, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They're trying. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
These specialists and these return specialists, they got speed for days. But you better hang on to the football. I know you want to make big plays, those splash plays that can change games, but you better secure the football first.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A full dive to haul that one in. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the option. He'll pitch it. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. He'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt. Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They didn't sniff the red zone in the first half, but finally inside the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. head out to line up for a field goal. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. And this one splits the uprights. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They'll run this play from the pistol. Going to the running game. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on this. You might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's so easy to let your eyes lie to you, to see the ball kind of go the other way. What's my assignment? My assignment is to make sure I contain on the backside. Great job by the defense, not getting fooled, playing their assignment, making the play.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Another incompletion on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB, man. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And they got him for the sack. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be brought down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They bring him. It's a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
The pitch. At midfield, he's got room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. That time they were in their own territory. That took some lower intestinal fortitude.
It definitely did. And listen, if that's what you're going to be, that's who you're going to be. You're going to be that kind of offense and be aggressive, then stick with who you are. And apparently, nowadays, going forward on your own end, it really ain't nothing anymore.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense.
On the carry.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. First down for the offense.
Down.
Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Plows through the defense. Turns it on at midfield. Got a lot of running room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's first and 10. Trying to get to it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. So after the first down run, here's second down. Scanning the field, it's Hunt. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Here comes the option. Quick toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's caught downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. Well, this one had all the suspense.